I wish I was that apt at the computer, but I'm not. I
Looks,
can email.
yeah, but you know, looks like I'm going to be kind of stuck at my house here. I can't get around very good anymore. So I thought, well, it's time to learn something new. Yeah.
I think a lot of people are going to be stuck more at their house because of gas and things. The price of gas really is changing things.
But isn't it crazy? The stock market's collapsing. The gas prices are going down.
Yeah.
Go figure, huh?
They're going down, the gas prices?
Yeah, they dropped another 2 cents today.
I guess they better drop it so people can buy it.
Everything's radical, yeah.
Everything's in flux.
So what are you going to do this winter?
Try to stay warm.
Oh, well, that'll help.
The first thing, I have a wood stove and I have an oil furnace, but oil went up to almost $5 a gallon. So I'm really going to be hitting that wood, and I'm going to be putting on fleece pants and tops and everything. So I'll turn that oil on because I've been buying like 300 gallons a year and making it last for a whole year. But with that price, $1,500, that's not going to happen.
Yeah, it's
I don't know
what
money. I can't even dream. I try to multiply $1,500 for 300 gallons of oil. It's like mind-boggling. It's just like unbelievable. I just have a hard time to believe it going from $2 to $5 almost.
I was so cold last winter. I'm not doing that again.
I hope not. It's no fun.
I just can't do it. I'm a tropical person. I'm a desert creature.
Well, I like the heat. I can do it. But like I said, all my blankets are down. My pillows are down.
So are mine. But you and we sit out in the sun at 100 degrees, and we love it, you know.
We're desert people. We love the sun. A friend of mine is going to send me electric blankets. She's supposed to send it this week, and I'm waiting for it because that'll be nice. I'll just turn it on right before I go to bed, and I'll turn it off because I don't need heat while I'm sick.
I bought electric blankets for a couple of the troops in Afghanistan a few years ago, maybe 2 or 3 years ago. They on sale. They were $135. On sale, $135. And I was up at Penny's, and I told people, I said, I'm buying this for the troops, you know. And so people bought blankets, and it was just one of those go buy a blanket type thing. Didn't really know why I was doing it, and people gathered around, bought blankets.
But now, if they're in Afghanistan, are they have access to electricity?
I don't know how that works, but my head said buy blankets for the troops in Afghanistan.
Electric blankets, okay.
Electric blankets. It gets really cold in it.
I know, but I'm just wondering about the electricity.
They probably have generators or something.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
If not, they got the blankets.
But they got the yeah, they got
and the love that you created with that.
Yeah, it took almost 5 weeks before they got them. But they got them.
You didn't have any problem sending it to them?
No, but it was almost 5 weeks before anybody acknowledged that they had it. Yeah.
That's wonderful. You know, so, basic survival thing. Yeah, it gets cold in the desert.
Yeah, I was just so cold, and I think that's why I did that. Let's say, do we have any wisdoms?
Wisdom? Try to stay well. Stay well if you can.
We were talking about hair on the phone. Hair. When you have your hair loose, the freedom of...
Oh yes, you were telling me about that. With the different types of hair. And I'm going to let Lillian explain it because I thought it was really cool and probably really true. Because my hair is like, comes out of the cells right in here. It's like a corkscrew. And she was saying, what were you saying about the corkscrew type of hair? It keeps,
energy? Can you put that on pause for a minute? I'll read it to you.
Yeah.
I got my book. It's called The African Holistic Health by Lilea e Africa. And I use it sometimes to, get home remedies, and I have Native American books like this too. And in here, he talks about the anatomy of, different continents have different climate and things like that. And in here, he talks about that the hair type that's curly, allows a quicker transmission, receiving of electrical and magnetic energy similar to an antenna. Because like if you live in a place where you have a lot of dangerous animals and snakes, you kind of have to be more aware of what's going on around you. And when your hair is kind of like this, it weakens the antennas. So people that live in like European countries, and I've shown you crocodiles they dug up in Europe, but I mean in modern day, you see what I mean? And so that's how we got to it. And then you were talking about, since you have your dreads, how good your head feels.
Oh, not dreads, but locks.
Locks.
In between dreads, locks. Dreads, you don't do anything, and I always this and curl and wash my hair, so it's not dreads. But yes, my hair feels. I can't tell I have it on my head. That's all I can tell you. It's unbelievable because it's longer than it's ever been, and it's thicker than it's ever been. But it doesn't feel heavy. It's like light, like more than light like cotton. And it's amazing to me because it's so much longer and so much thicker. But it feels I can't tell it's on my head. But before I could tell even when it was this short, especially when I use that straightening comb.
Yeah, and your antennas are just fine, right?
Oh yes. In fact, I remember as a younger girl that I could feel electricity when I put my hand. I didn't like the one to touch my hair because I could feel this electrical stuff. I haven't noticed it lately, but when you told me that, I said, yeah, that sounds right. That just fits. Now I'm so glad because now I have grandchildren, great-grandkids that have super curly hair, and I can tell them it's okay. It's okay if your hair is super curly or quote-unquote nappy. Because carried a very negative thing nappy did for many years. I don't like the word at all.
Do you know how the afro came about?
No.
Okay. There is one of my idols, Miriam Makeba. She's a singer from South Africa.
I remember her.
And she was asked to come to the United States and perform. And so she said, well, okay, she would. So when she got here, they said, well, you can't go on stage like that. I mean, you know, you look nappy. And she said, that's who I am. Take it or leave it. And so over the objection of everybody, she went on stage and people loved it. And that's where the natural came from. Miriam Makeba, yeah.
But I can understand kind of if you go with this magnetic energy that's caused with this curly, why if someone wants to rule you and control you in ways, why they would have you make that hair straight. Because then you would lose that, what you were talking about, that ability, that antenna, which is probably helps you in your surroundings. And you lose that because your hair is, I never liked to press my hair. I always thought it was awful for people to have to press their hair. And now I think I know why.
Well, for those of you that remember when I had hair, it was curly. I mean, just like that. And it was hard to take care of. But I just wet it and went like that, and I was ready to go. I looked like Diana Ross. And now that my hair's so straight, I'm having I mean, I can't do anything with it.
Amazing.
But one of the other things in here, it says, the hair, the least amount of body hair caused by insulating effects of melanin.
And that's the color. And that's interesting because one thing I noticed was that not too many people that I know that are of the black race have much hair on their body, even the males. So that's really interesting.
Interesting,
and that's the melanin that gives us our color and protects us from the sun, you see.
Yeah, up here it explains it. It said skin melanin or black pigmentation or dark allows protection from sun's ultraviolet rays and allows protection from extreme hot and cold temperatures.
Now that's amazing about the cold because I can't stand cold.
I can't either. Yeah.
Maybe it wouldn't hurt
Just
us if we were out in it, but I feel like a certainness because you don't see a whole lot of people of dark skin out skiing. Okay.
Yeah, and then here it also makes reference to the melanin high contact. It increases the color absorption in your eyes.
Oh wow.
Increases sound absorption in your ears. Acts as a polymer converts energy, acts as a computer, controls critical rhythms of all organs, controls sleep, and controls growth rate of puberty, and reacts to gravity, and almost that's totally incorrect. And reacts to gravity and electromagnetic forces. Can you believe that?
That's that melanin.
The way your skin is made.
Yeah. Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
Wonder if that's known by other people rather than him too. Probably, I'm sure. But that's fascinating.
I tell you where I got this book. On this, right after 9/11, on the 16th, I went to Texarkana, Texas, and I was on the first plane going, leaving after speak at and do readings at a bookstore. And when I got there, Mrs. Huckleby was the governor. Mrs. Huckleby was a Muslim bookstore, right? So I ended up a whole day with Mrs. Huckleby, and that's when I bought that.
That was the governor's wife?
Yeah, at that time she was reading to the children or something. But that's where I was, at a Muslim bookstore with Mrs. Huckleby. And that's why I bought that book.
Isn't that interesting? Isn't that something?
Yeah.
That's a fascinating book, but it fits a lot.
It has remedies. It has remedies.
Oh, wow.
Anything on the planet that you could have, it gives you some kind of solution. And when doctors try to kill you on a regular basis, you gotta go.
The gentleman who wrote it, was he a medicine man, or was he just someone that studied
no.
health, and herbs?
No, he's a nutritional consultant, massage therapist, historian, writer, and doctor of nature.
See, doctor, he is a doctor. Okay.
He studied in Africa, Europe, and America.
Wow.
Okay. His background includes serving in the medical corps, in the military, and several years as a psychotherapist.
Wow.
And he is the founder of the Afro-American Health and Vegetarian Society. He is a member of the National Naturopathic Medical Union, the British Guild of Drugless Practitioners, the American Holistic Science Association, and American Black Chiropractic Association. See?
Well, he's quite
talented
in a lot of ways.
Yeah, his name is
yes.
Okay. maybe we can get that. We'll see. Yeah, and it's a lot of good stuff in there.
It's fascinating.
So for those of us that every once in a while look for alternatives, there's pretty good stuff out there, yeah? Yeah. Cool.
I'm gonna have to buy it. It's really fascinating.
Yeah, so they really are some good. There really are some good books on it. See, I don't read. I don't read. I spot read. Like I look for this, I look for that.
That's what I do. Spot read more. Yeah.
We had a net. I have to tell you the story about the storm a few days ago.
A windstorm, yeah.
We're looking for 50-mile-an-hour winds. I'm all ready because I'm scared. I look out the window and I have blue skies, no wind. And I thought, well, that's strange. So I called somebody and I said, well, where's the storm? My granddaughter called from the west side, West Olympia. It was blowing. My daughter talked to me. She was in Olympia, blowing. This lady got on the computer and she said, you can't have blue skies. You have these clouds at 4,000, this is at 5,000, this is at 30,000. I had blue skies and sunshine all day. And your house almost blew away, no?
Oh, it woke me up that morning. And I could hear, I thought they were going to take some of the metal roof, we got some screws loose on the roof. And it woke me up and it sounded like it was going to pull it up, but it only lasted a very short time. But it was not, I hate the word violent, but it was something else. I love to hear it, but I was wondering if we were going to lose the top part of the house. I wasn't worried. I wasn't scared. I'm not scared of those things. I love to hear the wind blow like that, but that wind